Once the angels begin to do many things for God and begin to compare themselves, their privileges with the humans, then the ego has already developed. Because they know too much. They have too much priority. They have too much privilege and too much power. So their ego begin to also grow along with all that, all the knowledge that they acquired due to serving God. They become so intelligent, so knowledgeable that their ego also grow along with it. Some of the masters say that the more education a person has, the less easy to meditate, because there's too much in here and too much thinking. Yes, too much thinking and too much doubt, like doubting Thomas. How can Jesus die and be resurrected again? Yes. Something like that. And many people also don't believe what I'm saying because they have too much ego, too much worldly knowledge. The good and the bad knowledge that God did not want humans to have. Yes, that is an obstruction for spiritual development and progress. Yes, you tend to compare, you tend to reason, you tend to intellectualize any kind of concept, even the spiritual concepts, instead of direct knowledge by meditation, observing the light and the sound from within and developing more and more wisdom, means regaining more and more of yourself to go back to heavens. You compare, you intellectualize, you argue with all the principles in spiritual practice compared to science and all that stuff, and then it slows you down, or you quit, or you don't believe at all. Got that?
Yes, Master.
It's not like a rule, it's just generally speaking only, yeah? But not all of the intellectual people are so skeptical like that. Evidence is that in our group, there are so many highly educated people, yeah, as disciples. There are doctors, engineers, scientists, etc., etc. You know that, right? By now?
Yes.
Professor, inventors, yes. Okay, good. Any other question, Loving?
One more question, Master.
No more.
One more, Master.
Zed, please.
Yes, Master. Master said that you could speak with the gods immediately, like just an understanding.
Yes.
In that case, why was Pusu developed?
It's just for fun. If we use it, okay? Yes. It's like a melodious kind of vibration. It's not a language. Huh? I just translate it into English. But if you are in Timkotu's land, you would not hear like that. You would not hear Pusu, or you would not hear Timkotu. It's like the sound current that you are practicing as a meditation method. It's not a language, okay?
Yes, Master.
But in it are the contents of all kind of knowledge and wisdom in the sound current. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, Master.
Yes.
So the more you practice the Kuan Yin, it has to be proportional with the light, okay? The more you practice the sound current and the light in proportion, the more you grow in knowledge and wisdom. Not just physically, but heavenly. It's not a language, but it is a language. If I translate it into our language, and then it looks like a language, okay, huh?
Yes, Master. Yes.
Pusu was developed because there are some of the lower level who come up in the beginning. They like to use them also.
Yes, Master.
And later on, when they got used to more of the vibrational way of life, they don't talk like that. Even using that sound or the current or the vibration. It's just an expression of that word. It's just like, okay, if you go to the first level, I told you will hear what. Remember?
Yes, Master.
That's the expression of the astral world in language, but without language, like in our world. And then on the second level of heaven, you hear what, yes? And the third level, fourth level, fifth level, etc., etc. This is the expression, the vibration frequency of that word, in which they all tune in order to understand each other without a spoken language. And if I translate it into English, it means this and that, and it sounds like this and that. Capiche now?
Yes, Master.
Yes.
But I have to explain it to you, the similarity. Otherwise, you don't know what is what. Okay, huh?
Yes.
Okay. You are satisfied?
Yes, Master. Thank you.
Okay, you are welcome. You are done now. Is there any other question that you want to ask? Any worldly question also okay. Political maybe? We are not political, but sometimes we have to do something to do with politics. It's just for the world's peace and wellness. It's not political. Because if you truly are political, you have to jump into those parties or do it every day, comments every day or whatever. But we could also comment on political events because we are also television, yes? And we're broadcasting not only for disciples, but anyone who can read and see it. If they have questions in their minds also, we answer that through talking, yeah, now and then. Actually, politics is not very interesting anyway. It's always, fighting. Somebody go down, somebody went up, something like that. Okay, huh? And I am always glad to see if some politicians really worry about their people and take care of them, take care of their citizens. Then I'm really happy. And I'm very sad when the opposite is going on. And I can see through some politicians that they're really just for fame and profit. That's very sad then. When the people are dying and suffering from all kinds of hardship, and they don't care, just argue about petty things or accusing wrongly or fakely or defaming some innocent opposition or something like that. This really saddens me so much. And if I can do something, of course I say something or do something. If not, mostly I just help them quietly, okay?
Yeah.
I help both oppositions quietly so that the things tone down. And the bad ones don't commit too bad sins by wrongly defaming others. And the good ones will not be too much harmed. That's all I can do, but quietly. Everything I told you, sometimes it does not always turn out the way it should. So I just do it quietly. It's better. Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. All right, my love. You are not sleepy, aren't you? It's almost 2 o'clock a.m. You don't realize?
No, really?
Okay, never mind. Are you happy now?
Yes, Master. Yes, Master.
Have I changed, right? Yes. Me too have a change to see all your handsome covered faces. Beautiful head down face. It's okay. We work together, so I consider you colleague. So now and then we just see each other. It's fine. Yes?
Yes.
I'm glad that you live together in the same place so you don't have to, do the Zooming because then I'd be lost. I don't know how to Zoom. Yeah, it could be more complicated. And we cannot Zoom with so many people at the same time. So we are still lucky, no?
Yes, Master.
And thank you for staying there, hanging in there so we can see each other sometimes. All right then, huh? No more questions, right?
I do, Master.
Please.
I have one worthy question.
Yeah.
Like you say that God created humans with free will,
Yes.
and it seems like since ancient times there are always wars here and there. It happened to one country and then moved to another.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm thinking, if we have free will, then I would say most of the world population don't like to have war, Master.
Yes.
Meaning our will is to have peace
Yes.
and love, like not harming animals or even other beings.
Correct.
And I'm just thinking, I don't have the factual number. I would believe majority of the human don't like war, like peace.
Of course not. Yes. And most of them have love in their heart for poorer people, for for unfortunate people and for animals.
Yes.
Yeah. Just
And-
that. Okay. Tell me.
Yes, and how come our free will cannot overcome the so-called negative energy or force? Hence, the war continue moving from one region to another, Master.
Yes. You forget the snake.
Oh,
Huh?
so still alive, the snake.
The snake is a problem. You see, Adam and Eve were happy in heaven, okay? Until the snake came along
Yes.
and seduced them. Oh, if you eat this apple, you will be as great as God. That's why God doesn't want you to eat it. And that makes the ego came up, praising them and leading them into some illusionary dream for the future and all that stuff, telling them all good things about the apple, and then they ate it. See that?
Yes.
Eva ate first, right?
Yes.
If I remember. And then she gave it to Adam. Adam hesitated to eat, but knowing man, he always listened to his wife. So there we are. Huh?